It is time. We are here in the Irish Hills of Michigan as we are set and ready to go racing for 40 laps around the Michigan International Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, one and all, I welcome you to Viagra Cup 14. Yes, indeed, we are already almost to the halfway point of this season, just like that. Man, it felt like just a day ago we were just kicking things off, and here we are, one event away from the halfway marker already. Well, we have finally completed our rounds at Charlotte. Of course, we had the All-Star festivities there, plus the longest race of the season one event ago, Viagra Cup 13, the 100-lap affair, which was won and conquered by the number 09 machine of Ali Rain. You could say that she's been on a reign of terror as of late, because that win vaulted her up damn near 10 positions, 9 to be exact, in our point standings after that event. As you can see here on your screen, she jumped from 15th all the way up to the 6th spot after that massive win in Charlotte. She timed her move perfectly with 2 laps to go over the number 22 of Dylan Potee. It is still the number 29 machine of Cody Lamas who leads the standings. He actually extended his points lead after Charlotte. He only had a 20-point lead, only I say, going into Charlotte, and he left Charlotte with a 24-point advantage over second place in the points, Desiree Boyles. Carlos Zimmerman gained a spot. He's now up to third, 26 points behind Mr. Cody. And in fourth in the points is the hottest driver on the circuit right now, the number 32 machine of Anthony Rory. Finished third in Charlotte. He has been on a heater the last 3 events, tearing up this field of drivers. He is 35 points back, but he was a whole hell of a lot more points back just a few events ago. And now here he is, just like that. He is fourth in the points. And another driver, the driver right behind him, it's kind of been a little bit of a free fall the last couple of events, especially after Charlotte. The number 23 machine of Sean Galligan now sees himself in 5th in the points, and he's damn near just about an entire race worth of points behind Cody. 42 points. He was just leading the points a few events ago, and in a blink of an eye, here he is in 5th, 42 points back. The cutoff again is the top 10. Those will be the drivers that will click themselves into the championship eliminator at the end of the regular season, which we are now almost there, or 11 events away after this one from setting our field for the eliminator. Right now, it is the 77 of Emmanuel Hartnett, who has that 10th spot in Austin. LaPlante currently since 11th. He just free fell 5 spots after Charlotte. Now sees himself on the outside, looking at 10 points out of 10th position as we speak. Starting from the pole position here in Michigan, this man is desperately searching for a comeback tour here in the middle of this season. He is driving the number 40 Coors Light Dodge. Has had such an up and down season that has now earned his first pole of the season. It is the number 40 machine of R.J. Bishop. He has rebounded nicely after his absolute free fall before the All-Star race. He now is 23rd in points, gained 3 spots after Charlotte, and is looking and desperately searching for that first win to continue to vault himself back into the point standings, as he was really high up in the points, even led the points at 1 point during this season. Starting to his outside, the All-Star race champion, the number 8 machine. He's actually rocking the GM Goodrich sponsorship here in Michigan. It is the number 8 machine of Michael Norman, and he was the victim of the driver sitting right behind him there, took him out during Charlotte. They had a little bit of a chat with the Viagra Cup officials during the race, and cooler heads prevailed. We'll talk about that driver here in just a sec. But yeah, Michael did not last very long in Charlotte. He's 18th in the points. Did only drop 2 spots, but don't want to be dropping spots at this point of the season. You want to be hitting your stride now. And in row number 2, the number 6 machine of Tim Fiegel, who finished runner-up in Charlotte. Kind of just came out of nowhere there at the end. His performance in Charlotte gained him 6 spots, as he was 14th going in. Now he is 8th in the points, comfortably inside the top 10 of the points. And then starting in 4th, it is the aforementioned man who took out Michael Norman. Maybe a little bit of frustrations after he lost out to Michael by 1/1000th of a second during the All-Star race. Starting in 4th place is going to be the number 9 machine of Danny Wells, who not only took out Michael, but took out himself in the process. That'll be very interesting to see what these two do. Will they race each other aggressively, or will they let cooler heads prevail like they did during and after the race in Charlotte? We shall wait and see. The stage is set. We are ready to go racing here today in Michigan for 40 laps. Here's a look at the rest of the 42 car starting lineup for this Viagra Cup 14. We are back. There is going to be absolutely no shortage of speed here today in Michigan, because we are going to see speeds hit damn near 215 plus miles an hour. I think it's safe to say this might be one of the fastest tracks on the entire circuit, which it is in real life as well. So hold on for dear life. And if you're afraid of speed, this is not the track for you. So here we go. RJ Bishop, Michael Norman, both searching for their first wins. Of course, Michael searched for his first points win, which won the All-Star event about a week ago. So here we go. 40 laps on the board. The number 40, RJ Bishop, leads us to the stripe, and Viagra Cup 14 is green. Good jump. The start here for RJ Bishop, Michael Norman, about a couple of car lengths back, and the battle is from 3rd all the way back to dead last as they roar down the backstretch for the first time, getting up through the gears. Danny is indeed all over that back bumper of the A. We're going to see different lines here. We'll see drivers running the low line, middle line. Some drivers might be up near the top of the track as well. We're going to be seeing a lot of overtaking and then some here today. Michael Norman is going to lead the first lap from RJ Bishop. Down into turn 1 once again. 213 miles an hour. Simply sensational. As Norman's now clear here. Here comes Danny, though, in that number 9 machine. Looks like so far they're racing clean here between these two. As now Fiegel's in 3rd. Austin LaPlante there in 4th. Then Desiree's worked her way to 5th. And look at that 32 car of Anthony McCrory go through RJ Bishop and Noah Hart there up to, believe, 5th spot. Looking for 5th now on the outside line. These drivers are going 3, sometimes maybe even 4 wide, which will work here at this Michigan track. Ooh, Sky Commons. And that was really close to the number 5 machine. damn near made contact with Anthony McCrory there on the exit at turn 2. And we're single file here. Well, we were for about a second now. Here comes Danny to the inside of Michael. He's going to get that draft off of the number 8 here. Michael continues to lead, though. But now Danny threatens here heading into turn 1. That's going to help Tim Fiegel here and the rest of these drivers catch up. Here is Desiree. Going to lose 4th, maybe even lose 5th here to Tim Waltz in the 15. As now Fiegel, he's going to clear it for 2nd. Danny's loving this action behind this, and this is an intense battle here at the front. Now here comes Michael Norman. He wants that 2nd spot back. He wants that lead back. They come out of turn 4. Close battle there for 2nd, all happening behind the 9. Walsh is settled in here to 4th. Side-by-side battle between teammates for 5th. Number 5 clears and goes through. Noah Hart there. The 3 wide. Desiree in the middle here. And they sort it out. Good job. Really close. Dylan Young here at the front as well, battling. It's all happening. Michael Norman did take the lead back from Danny. Did not see it. But here he is. He is taken away here. The 8 and the 9 swapping the lead here early on. There's still 3 wide back here with Desiree around 7th or 8th spot. Everyone wants it. Desiree, she's been in the middle a couple of times here. Wow, she got a really strong run there off of turn 2. Her car pushed very well. And Matt McIntyre's here at the front as well in the top 5 early on. He needs a good run after his performance in Charlotte. You can see the very, very bottom line. Yeah, you don't want to be way down there. And obviously, you see the momentum you can lose is a bunch there, Dylan Young. Especially in turn 3 and 4, it looks like. And now look at this. Tim Waltz goes to the lead here in the 15 machine. Well, the DEI teammates here battling it out for the lead. Now Scott Commons goes to the inside here for 3rd underneath of Danny. On the backstretch there, Charles Sanford, the last car in line there in dead last. So side by side here between the 9 and the 5. And look at this, Levi McIntyre has come here into the picture all of a sudden. He's running 5th. Wow, what a run. Look at the run that the 0 car got off of turn 4 there. Matt McIntyre clears there for, I believe, 5th spot over Levi. And now they're side by side again for the lead, the 8 and the 15. And Michael Norman's got his car dialed in. And wow, Tim just went from 1st to 3rd in turn 1 and 2. He just lost a ton of momentum as well. Good Lord. Sky Commons here to the back bumper of the 8. Now he goes to the inside. Sky trying to join the 2-win club. And we got a couple of cars here kind of off the pace. Oh no, Hiccup. What happened to Hiccup? Oh, he's coming into pit. Oh, he's got damage. Oh no, Hiccup. Dang it, man. James McLeod has damage too. Anthony Tompkins as well. Oh no, oh, is there smoke? Oh, that might have been them from earlier. So it happened on the backstretch, it looks like, clearly. I thought there was a wreck happening in progress, but oh man, tough break for Hiccup. Tough break for McLeod and Tompkins as well. A ton of damage, and the caution did not come out because of it. So we keep on keeping on here. We're on to lap 10. Still Sky Commons out front. Michael Norman 2nd. Danny's in 3rd. Well, not for long. It's going to be 3 wide here for 3rd between him, Walsh, and LaPlante. And Danny just lost 3 spots in 1 turn. Wow, turn 2 is pretty wild. Danny just lost 3 spots in 1 turn. That's sensational. Now, Austin LaPlante charges up here to 2nd. It's a Hendrick 1-2 show here. He's trying to reel in his teammate. Eli McIntyre, he's now 3rd. Desiree battling side by side for 4th. And I have not seen Cody Lamas in the frame yet, the number 29 machine. Let's see where he's at right here quickly. He's back in 33rd. Wow. That time by, at least, anyways, he was 33rd. He's fallen back ever since the start. So this could be a monstrous points day for the 88. And how about this? Austin LaPlante has already caught his teammate, and he took the lead that time by. Yeah, no lead is safe here at Michigan. You are the sitting duck. And oh my goodness, Levi McIntyre just made it 3 wide. Sky Commons goes back to the lead. What a battle here at the front. Sky lost the lead, but then he just takes it right back. And that treacherous turn 2. And look at LaPlante. He went from the lead, now he's side by side for 5th. Wow. Jovan Anderson, 97 machine here at the front. Where did he come from? Of course, this 97 machine won, I believe, the first race at Michigan in 2003 with Kurt Busch. Oh, that's the pace car. Damn pace car, man. And look, and now Desiree Boyles to the point. Big time performance here so far for the 88 machine. Trying to earn a valuable bonus point. Obviously, Cody is free falling a bunch. And oh, they're going to catch up to Hiccup here shortly. That's not going to be good. Oh, Hiccup's way off the pace here. This is... Luckily, this track is wider than hell. I will say that. So getting around lap traffic should not be an issue. Hopefully. Matt McIntyre. Wow, he closed the gap there big time on Desiree there in turn 2. Man, this turn 2 is nuts. Absolutely nuts. And oh, they're behind Hiccup. Oh, Hiccup had to check up there a little bit. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, get around him. Oh, I'm sorry, Hiccup. And lap down he goes. But they got around him. Tough break for the 18 machine. But it appears he got caught up in a 3-car incident. Down the backstretch. Very unfortunate for him. McLeod as well. This guy's just riding around, waiting for a caution. Now Desiree. Still up front with McIntyre all over the back bumper. And now here comes LaPlante and Sky Commons back of the frame. Here comes the 99 of Levi McIntyre. Then Bobby Rodriguez in the number 16 machine is here at the front as well. And now here comes McIntyre side by side for the lead. These two fought it out at Bristol for the lead. They both dominated the event. Matt dominated the first half, and then Desiree took away the lead and did not look back. And now McIntyre takes the lead away from Boyles here on lap 16 of this event here today. He pulls ahead by a bunch of cars once again. No lead is safe here at this Michigan track. We've seen it. And now Austin LaPlante using the side draft off the 88's left side there, going for second. And man, it is jumbled up way in the back. I think I see Cody way in the back here. There he is. Let's see where he came across. 34th for our points leader. And Hiccup. Oh no! Hiccup just got dunked by Seth Cole. He saved it though. Wow. Is the caution out? Yes, it is. The caution's finally out because of that. What a save by Hiccup. Oh, and Tim Fiegel's way back here too. He started 3rd, and he's damn near back in 40th. As they race back to the caution, Matt McIntyre leads it. With LaPlante in 2nd. Wow. Wow. Damn, we went almost halfway through the event without a caution. I don't know how we didn't get one earlier. But then this time it finally happened. Hiccup Busch getting turned around by Seth Cole. And somehow, some way, he kept it going again. And because he is a lap down, he will get the lucky dog as well and be put back on the lead lap. Now, granted, he will be slow, but he's back on the lead lap. Caution's out first time here today. McIntyre is the leader. Check out the replay to see what happened. Alrighty, y'all, here is a look at what happened to put us under our first caution of the day. And unfortunately, I lied to you. I forgot that Hiccup came down to pit, so he's actually 2 laps down. But he will get one of those laps back, so he will be 1 lap down officially. Sorry, man. But you had a hell of a save here. The exit of turn 2. You can see Seth Cole there. Car must have gotten really tight on him. And these cars traveling so close and so fast with one another. He just goes back and he goes up into the 18 here. The exit of turn 2, which has been crazy all race long. And Emmanuel Hardin also got caught up in it as well. hits the outside wall just a little bit, and somehow he keeps it going. Unbelievable display of racing here in wheelmanship by Hiccup Bush. This is impressive. This car is going almost 190 miles an hour in the outside wall uncontrollably and gets it corrected and keeps on going. That's a damn miracle if I've ever seen one right there. That was insane. Limits the damage on his car. Limits the damage on Seth. Emmanuel Hartnett as well. Once again, he's 10th in the points coming into this one. And narrowly avoided disaster there in turn 2. And for the second time, we will not go back and take a look and see what happened to him earlier with Tompkins and James McLeod. We are just going to go ahead and get right back in to the live action here at Michigan. Lights on the pace car are out, signaling the 1 to go. Get the green flag this time by on lap 22 of 40. And yes, I did remember to put Hiccup back 1 lap down. And very surprised that we haven't seen, or what we saw just a little bit ago was kind of a tame incident, because in doing testing here, some of the incidents that we had were kind of spectacular. Hopefully that's not the case here. That I just said that, but we'll have to wait and see. Might have just jinxed it. Anyways, Matt McIntyre, race leader here. Went back to the green flags. They'll double file up here momentarily. Austin LaPlante, second. Desiree Voiles, trying to capitalize on her good fortunes and the bad fortunes of Cody Lamas here today. Followed by Sky Commons, Bobby Rodriguez, 99 and Levi McIntyre. Is that Michael Norman, our outside pole sitter, Noah Hart, Joan Anderson, and Tim Walsh. Dan, the Roush cars are having themselves a great day here in Michigan, or what, except for the 6 car. So here we go. Field coming out of turn 4, getting the green flag here, just past the halfway point. Man, we've seen an intense battle so far here. It's going to get even more intense. And a decent restart here by the Zero Machine. Still got beat, though, by the 48 to the line. And now it looks like the 48 tries to clear here in turn 1 and 2. We'll see McIntyre fighting back there on the inside. Getting help there from that 88 machine of Desiree Voiles. Bobby Rodriguez out about making it 3 wide there in turn 3. Thinks better of it. So pretty much a dead heat here between the 48 and the 0. Out of turn 4 into the tri-oval. And now the 0 clears, and he'll lead this time by side now, Desiree and Austin. With Bobby Rodriguez now here in the 4th spot in the 16 machine. He really needs a good run here today. 39th in points. He needs it, and then some. Michael Normans, he's caught back up here in the 4th spot. LaPlante settles back to 5th. We'll see here if Desiree can hawk down that 0 machine, but now here comes the 16. Oh, there was contact! I saw it. It was Michael Norman. I think he got hit by Noah Hart and the 48 of Austin LaPlante. That was so close from being disastrous there in the exit of turn 4. Also, I apologize for the shitty camera work displayed so far today. Man, they got so close to hitting each other there at the exit of turn 2. My God. Once again, using that side draft, trying to get the advantage. And now the 16 has gone to the lead here, trying to be like Biff. Is Bobby Rodriguez, but now McIntyre pulls the crossover to the inside. Goes the 0 machine. Tim Walsh here trying to get 3rd away from Desiree. We'll see if he can. No, Desiree shuts the door, and Noah Hart is back in 5th. See Danny Walsh trying to climb back here to the front. Here's D. Young. Been near the top 10, fringe top 10. Austin LaPlante's dropped all the way back here to near 10th spot, along with Michael Norman. There's James Qualls, that 24 machine. And I see Sean Galligan there as well. Mr. Galligan had a terrible run in Charlotte, got caught up in a wreck, and he's trying to battle his way to the front here as he's 4 wide heading into turn 1 and 2. This is not going to be good. This is looking pretty bad. Oh, they sorted it out. And once again, this track being so wide really, really helps. Thank God. So it's still Matt McIntyre. Battle for second here, the 15 and the 16. Tim Walsh wants it. Bobby Rodriguez wants to keep it. At the stripe, Walsh takes it. 14 to go here in Michigan. Being slowly but surely starting to heat up. And here's Hiccup. I don't know if he'll be a factor in this again, but we'll see. He's in the tri-oval now. These leaders are exiting. Turn 2! Oh, Sky Commons! This guy hit by Michael Norman. Around he goes! And the rest of the field's gonna avoid it somehow. Oh, he comes back into Hubert. There goes, oh no, Carlos Zimmerman just got turned around as well. Oh, there they go. Oh, Cody! Look out! Oh, he avoids it. Oh, I see smoke coming out. Charles Jackson. Charles Sanford, Nathan Hudson. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Collar, there's Seth Cole. There is Carlos Zimmerman, third in the points. Gonna be a shitty point stay for him. He's got a ton of right side damage. I seen Jack Mitchell got a piece of it. It all started though with the 5 and the 8 down the backstretch. I don't know how Sky Commons was able to keep it going. Yet another epic save down the backstretch. Unbelievable. But then it all just started to break loose from there, and in turns 3 and 4, all hell finally broke loose. And damn Charles taken out. This car is cursed. He was involved in the incident in this very car, the All-Star Open event, and now here he is. The car is absolutely destroyed. Well, eventually that was going to happen. The intensity starting to pick up here in the late stages, and it boiled over in turns 3 and 4. Second caution of the event is out. Tim Walsh is the race leader. Let's check out the replay to see what happened. Alrighty, folks, here is a look at what put us under the second caution of this race, and this happens here once again battling for the 5th position on the track. The number 5 of Sky Commons goes 3 abreast with second on the points, Desiree Voiles and Michael Norman exiting the corner. And you can see here the number 8 car gets way tight. Desiree's there. Spotter probably tells her to go up because of it, and Sky is there as well. The 88 clips the left rear quarter panel of the 5. And you can see just a bang accident there. Into Michael Norman he goes. Keeps it going, hard impact in the outside wall, back into Michael Norman. There's Danny Wells. Somehow keeps it going. Galligan avoids it as well. Unbelievable. But then, oh my God, it was James McLeod. Oh my God, he just absolutely plowed the back end of Seth Cole. Look at this. He wasn't slowing up at all, was the 19 machine. Everyone else checking up here, and he's the only one that doesn't. And look at this. Everyone had it avoided, and then he just bonsais his way in and takes out Seth. And that in turn takes out Zimmerman, and then Buchanan gets taken out as well. Damn, that's his season in a nutshell right here. And then Charles Jackson, nowhere to go. Cole Daly gets caught up in it as well. And Seth hits the outside wall a ton there. Front end gets up in the air. Oh my God. What was James McLeod thinking? Like, he just said F it. He's full set in, and this is not going to be good here for this driver. Carlos Zimmerman, third on the points, once again, just innocently taken out. There's Seth up into Collard. Man, oh man, that's tough. And then there's Buchanan, and he's going to come back up here onto the track. So Seth, and look at Charles. Just, oh, it's so close. And this gets taken out for no wrongdoing. And yeah, Mr. McLeod, I don't know, man. The officials will be waiting for you in the hauler after this one. That was extremely uncalled for. And yes, you can see here, Cody Lamas somehow, some way barely avoids this, and there you can see right next to Carlos Zimmerman saying peace out, giving him the peace sign there. Look at the 17 go back up into him. There's his teammate there, Sanford Collard. He just barely gets involved in it, but no major damage at all to his car. Of course, he's had a really crappy race so far. And wow, that was disaster avoided for both Desiree and Cody, but unfortunately for a lot of these other drivers here, it was not. They were all just a part of a silly, boneheaded move by the 19 machine of James McLeod. Onboard replay time, and the first one we'll take a look at here is going to be from the 5 machine of Sky Commons. See Desiree up into him, takes out Michael, gets into the wall heavily there. He has to definitely thank Danny for correcting his car, because otherwise he could have spun out in front of the entire field. There's where Seth gets hit. He goes back up the track, Buchanan, and oh well, he avoids that one barely. Woo! Next on board here will be with the number 49 machine. He is the caboose of the point standings. Early dead last. Sorry, Zach. Zach Buchanan in the 49. You see, wow, that's a big time smoke screen there. Dodges that beautifully. Uses those racing skills to his advantage there, and then there's where Seth gets into him and just along for the ride. There's Charles, Cole Daly, Pollard, Hudson, everyone else getting caught up. Next on board here is going to be with the number 41 machine, Charles Jackson. We're near 28th spot that time around here. They can see the smoke from Sky and Michael Norman. They keep it all going. And there's McLeod. Full sends it into the field. There goes Zimmerman. Looks like he has avoided. And no, Buchanan hits Seth. And in to Charles he goes. And the smoke pours out of the Energizer Dodge. Next on board here is going to be with the 45 machine. It's going to be the rear view camera of Seth Cole. Watch here. Brief moment. 19 machine comes in. Just look at this. Doesn't even break at all. Unbelievable. And then he avoids Seth, and there he goes back into Charles. Front end gets up in the air there a little bit, and yeah. Tough break there for the 45 Seth. And now our last onboard is going to be with our points leader here in the number 29 machine, Cody Lamas, who is running 34th. At the time of this incident, he's running back the bottom third of the field all race long. And avoids this by the skin of his teeth. There he's checking up. There's where McLeod runs into Seth, and then all hell just breaks loose from there. Avoids Zimmerman. Oh my God almighty. Somehow, in some way, barely avoids Collar, who is torpedoing in his direction. Unbelievable. Welcome back. Lights on the pace car are out. We're gonna get the green flag on lap 32, which means we'll have 9 laps to go here in Michigan. 3 drivers out after that incident there down the backstretch and into turn 3. James McLeod, yep, he is currently talking to the Viagra Cup officials after that absolutely boneheaded move there on Seth Cole. He will finish dead last. I think that's a very, very rewarding position for him. 41 machine, Charles Jackson will finish 41st, and then the aforementioned Seth Cole, unfortunately, also out after that one. And Hiccup is back on the lead lap, albeit though he still has a ton of damage. Here we go. It is the 15 machine of Tim Walsh with the lead, and yes, this man won on the other 2-mile track that we raced at this season, the Auto Club Speedway, so he knows how to get the job done on these high-speed banked ovals. Matt McIntyre will line up to his outside, then it's Bobby Rodriguez, Noah Hart, Desiree Boyles, who avoided disaster next to James Qualls, Dylan Ibrahimian having a good run in 7th, RJ Bishop 8th, Dylan Young 9th, and Austin LaPlante completes the top 10. Pace car is in. 15 to 0, been two of the strongest cars all day. Here we go, back to the green flag with 9 to go. And a damn near dead even drag race there at the line between the 15 and the 0. Walt's gonna have the preferred line here. And he will clear, maybe. Yes, he does. Walt clears and goes to the lead. Blocks up to the top of the 0. Now here comes Bobby Rodriguez in the 16. He's gonna have a good run here. Oh, never mind, lose a little bit of momentum there in turn 4. Trying to get help there from the 88 of Desiree. Tim will lead that time by. And look at them fan out there in the back near about 15th, 16th spot. All trying to get to the front right here and right now. And now Bobby Rodriguez goes to the point. Walt's gonna lose momentum there down the backstretch and into turn 3. He's falling back to 3rd. Now he's side by side for 3rd with Ibrahimian. And Desiree Boyles is in 2nd. She damn near got caught up in that incident. And here she is battling for 2nd, going for win number 3. And wow, Tim Walsh is falling back a ton here. Back to 5th place. 6th place make that here with 7 laps to go. Oh, Hiccup Bush had to go down the pits. Trying to make some last minute repairs there. He goes a lap down though. And look at this 31 machine. Dylan Ibrahimian. 41st in points. Rodriguez is 39th. And look at RJ Bishop come out of nowhere here. The pole sitter. Trying to become the 2nd pole sitter to win from the pole this season. He's now in 3rd. Desiree's 4th. LaPlante 5th. Eric Sadler, who had a good run in Charlotte's here at the front as well, here battling for the win. And now Ibrahimian to the inside. He takes the lead away with RJ Bishop like a bat out of hell. Right over the back bumper. And the 16 car lost a lot of momentum there. Now Bishop all over the back end of that 31 machine. Now he looks and peeks to the inside here. Coming to get 5 laps to go. Here comes Eric Sadler in the 20. He was 6th last time by. Now he's in 3rd. Battle for the lead. Ibrahimian and Bishop. RJ looking like he's going to clear here. Ibrahimian, though, is fighting on the outside. Here comes Sadler with a strong run out of turn 2. That's going to help Bishop, though, clear by about 2 or 3 car lengths. But once again, does he have too much of a lead? We'll have to wait and see. LaPlante's made his way back up here. Here comes the 24 as well. A very, very solid day for the Hendrick camp. Tim Walsh, he's trying to fight his way back up here as well with now 4 laps to go. Ibrahimian to the inside of Sadler here, trying to hunt down this number 40 machine. A great run there to turn 2 for Ibrahimian. So much so that he's going to be side by side with Bishop. Matt Hubert went around the back. Oh boy. They kept it going. Oh, Allie Rains in the wall here. Oh no, Allie. There goes her hopes of winning back to back. The caution's not out though. We stay green. Ibrahimian really has the lead here with 3 laps to go. Wow, he has got a monstrous lead, but now here comes Sadler. Trying to reel him in. Oh my God, they closed that gap up a ton. That is sensational. Here comes Sadler with LaPlante in 3rd. Here comes McIntyre back to the front as well. I believe we're still green. Yes, we are. Still green here. Coming to get 2 to go. Sadler to the inside of Ibrahimian. The orange cars doing battle here at Michigan. Here comes the 48. Here comes the 0, trying to mount a second and last lap charge. And now Sadler to the lead. What a move in turn 2. Down the backstretch. Wow, what a move. McIntyre goes to the inside of the 31. Honestly, it's really going to come down to that turn 2. And oh my God, Nathan Hudson has damage and they're going to catch him. It's gonna be Auto Club all over again, isn't it? White flags in the air for Eric Sadler. He gets around, but he's in the wall! Sadler's in the wall in turn one, but he keeps it going though well. Austin LaPlante gets held up though, and so does RJ Bishop. Oh my God. McIntyre all over the back bumper of the 20. Here comes Tim Walsh as well. There's McIntyre trying to pull out. Here he comes. Matt McIntyre to the inside of the 20. It's going to be another Viagra Cup finish here down to the stripe. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Eric Sadler who wins it by half a car length. I'm out of breath. Oh my God. Good Lord have mercy. Nathan Hudson came out of nowhere, had the damage. The 20 got into the wall, lost all the momentum, lost his lead, and he wins it by half a car length over Matt McIntyre. What a finish here in Michigan. Oh my goodness. McIntyre so close. 35 1,000ths of a second close. And capturing his second win. And oh my God, that pit sign. Yeah, y'all see that pit sign? That is nuts. Did not expect to see that. What the fuck? Wow. Before we look at the results, we got to go back and check out the finish again. We're just accustomed to this. We are just accustomed to these absolutely nuts finishes here in the Viagra Cup. Let's check it out again, shall we? Alrighty, y'all, here it is. The finish to Viagra Cup 14 once again. This time I'm not yelling and screaming like an idiot. And wow, wow, wow. We just about had Auto Club all over again with the lap cars, except it wasn't in turn 4 this time. It was on getting the white flag here with Nathan Hudson, the 17 machine. Obviously way, way, way off the pace. Heavy damage on the car. And here is the leader, Eric Sadler in the 20. This is coming to get the white flag right here. There it is. There's Matt McIntyre. He was about what? Look at this. Let's see what the gap was. Matt McIntyre was about, let's pull up the pylon here. He's about 3/10 behind. I don't know how I could read that, but he was 3/10 behind. And we see here Nathan Hudson gets into the racing line of the 20. And look at this 20 car. Into the wall, trying to avoid Nathan Hudson. I could not believe my eyes when that happened. That was insane. And we've seen here all race long in turn 2, the gap that can get closed between cars is crazy. We saw what happened all race long. And it happens here. Look at the gap just shrink down to about a car length. It was about literally 3/10 of a second, and then it literally shrunk down to maybe about what? Less than a tenth easily. That is, once again, turn 2 here is ridiculous. So Matt McIntyre all over the back bumper here. Waits, goes to the inside to make his move. Which I thought he definitely could have had. Tries to use the side draft here. We'll pause it, and man, actually we'll go back here once again. Oh God. Yeah, RJ Bishop, him and Austin LaPlante, yeah, these two are very, very furious at this 17 car because they were the two biggest losers out of this. It was not Sadler, McIntyre, or Walsh, or even Ibrahimian. It was LaPlante and RJ Bishop. This definitely screwed them out the most. Hey, where'd the hell did Tripp come from? Here he was. Damn, a top 10 finish for the 42. Didn't even talk about him all race long. But yeah, Nathan Hudson, bad boy. Held up the 48 and the 40 the most. Now, back to the finish. McIntyre here, 3 and 4, trying to make his move. Switch the camera angle here. Times it up perfectly here. Side by side. Maybe if he had someone else closer behind him, he would have, but then the 20 gets a little surge there right at the end, and bang. There it is, the finish to this race. We have seen this before, haven't we? How about that? It wasn't Charlotte. There's been a lot closer finishes than that. Obviously, Atlanta was early in their season, but there it is. Yet another very, very close finish here in the Viagra Cup, because we're just accustomed to this. We're just used to this insanity here in the hardest racing in all offline in our 2003. Damn, what a race. What a freaking finish yet again. And there's the visual. Eric Sadler will go to victory lane, his first Viagra Cup win here in Viagra Cup 14 at Michigan. And now here's a look at the finishing results at the conclusion of this event. Eric Sadler going to victory lane. Matt McIntyre so close to earning win number 2, but he will gladly take a runner-up finish. This will definitely help him out in the point standings, because once again, he came in 9th. We'll see here momentarily when we check out the point standings where he sits. Tim Walsh damn near almost went back-to-back on these Michigan Auto Club 2-mile tracks that are virtually the same. He comes home, though, with a 3rd place run and another big-time point stay for him. Speaking of big-time point stay, how about this for the 31 machine of Dylan Ibrahimian? That was now his 2nd top 5 performance of the season. I think he finished in the top 5 at Talladega, if I'm not mistaken. He finishes 4th here today. And Trent Dunham, I thought he finished top 10. No, he finishes in 5th. We didn't talk about Trenty Poo all race. And here he is. Granted, he did finish 2 seconds back because of Nathan Hudson, but he finished 5th. Wow, that's an Eddie Guerrero performance right there. He lied, cheated, and stole his way to the 5th spot for that 42 machine. Austin LaPlante having some words right now with Nathan Hudson. Had one of the strongest cars all day. Comes home in 6th. Bobby Rodriguez 7th. Desiree finishes in 8th after she damn near could have gotten taken out in that 2nd caution of the race. Comes home with another top 10 performance. RJ Bishop, another much needed performance for him today in 9th. And James Qualls finishes in the 10th position. There you can see Cody finishes 20th. So a 12-point margin has now, the margin between the 88 and the 29 has now been cut in half, and Desiree did lead a lap as well. So my math is correct. Desiree should only be behind Cody now by 11 points after this event. So big time race for that 88 machine. And of course, Cody was damn near on the bottom third of the race all race long. He still manages, though, a decent 20th place performance. Galligan rebounds nicely in 19th. McCrory, his worst performance in the last 4 events. He finishes in 18th. He was up near the front early, kind of fell back and never really recovered. And we take a look here at the rest of the results. Oh, Allie Rain ended up actually retiring out of the race. We did see her get involved. That somehow did not bring out the caution near the end of the race. We saw her in the wall in turn 3. And damn, she goes from 1st to 39th here in Michigan. And a tough day. Cole Daly, he continues to free fall. He finishes 34th. Carlos Zimmerman, that's going to be huge for him. He is going to fall a bunch in the points as well with a 31st place performance. Well, damn, how about that? And how about this Viagra Cup, y'all? This has been so much freaking fun to do because we are seeing insane finishes left, right, and center, and it was no different here today in Michigan. Eric Sadler, congratulations once again, my man. You are a Viagra Cup winner here in Viagra Cup 14 in epic fashion over the number 0 machine of Matt McIntyre. Well, that is going to do it for me, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to join the Viagra Cup Discord, the link to it is down below in the description. The next time we race, it will be the official halfway mark of this 30-event season. We will now head just a little bit to the west, and we begin kind of a Midwest summer tour here in the Viagra Cup. we will head to the Minnesota Motorsports Park, which is a fictional 1 mile intense and fast D-shaped oval. We're going to be seeing some very exciting action throughout the course of that event. Minnesota Motorsports Park will play host to Viagra Cup 15. As usual, here is a look at the point standings, which will definitely be very, very interesting to see at the conclusion of this event. That is all. We'll see you next time in Minnesota for Viagra Cup 15. Peace. Eric.